So I'm starting just a little bit early because one of my favourite things to do if I'm going to do a solid coloured soap is mix the mica in before I put the goat's milk in, because it always looks so cool. So I'm going to have a go. I'm doing pink lychee, which again is another one that makes me smell texture, and again I think it's peach, so it could be just a peach thing, I don't know. But yes, I thought I would give it in a pink bowl, no less. That wasn't intentional. But yes, let's have a mix. How beautiful is that? Alright, I'll put the goat's milk in and then I'll come back and then I'll mix that too and show you what it does. So as you can see, it's still basically the same colour on the top. It's because the goat's milk's all sitting in the bottom. So once we mix this, it will change. So whether or not we get a nice colour, I don't know. Okay, so for that I used blush. What I think I might do is I might pour a bit of this off. Actually, you know what? I won't. I'll wait, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some liquid colouring. So I'll put my, whatever that stuff is called, lye, in, and we'll come back. Okay, lye's in there. I'm actually really interested to see what colour this cerise makes, the blush makes, just with nothing else. So I'm going to, I'm not going to put any titanium or anything in there. Yeah, I'm just going to pour a bit of this off because I want to do a drop swirl, just to break up the pink a bit. I'm going to give this a bit more of a mix. Alright, and then I'm going to put some red in here. You can see that's not emulsified completely because it still has little dots on it, which means it's I don't know, actually it could just be bubbles perhaps. So a goodly squirt of the red, and then we will give it a mix, just a quick mix. I'm not putting that all the way down to the bottom. I think that'll be different enough. Alright, so I'm not going to take this out of here yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the fragrance in because I have no idea what it does. Actually, first I'll get a mould out. In case it does something crazy. Where is it? There it is. Alright. Let's have a look. Well, it's not ricing. It smells divine. Nope, it's just bubbly because I've mixed a shit ton of bubbles in there. Alright, and that is actually, it's not accelerating at all. If anything, I think it may have loosened a smidge. Wow, righto. Nice. What a lovely fragrance to work with. Wow, because usually when it looks like that, you know you're in trouble. Now I've got a bit of unmixed up fats there. Wow. This is really nice. Fantastic. So another favourite that behaves. Whee! It was just that white lily persimmon that had a little fit and didn't want to do what it was supposed to do. Oh well, never mind. I know that it rises now, so. Whereas this does not, and it behaves superb. It's one of these ones that gets that really shiny look to it. I have no idea why fragrances do that. It's really cool. I like it. It's just weird. And then we'll just put a tiny little smidge of this on top. Oh, that was not a smidge. That was not a smidge by anybody's standards. See, now that's setting up now. So, let's get this in this mold. Whoa, that nearly was a disaster, wasn't it? Holy shit. Now I'm going to put all of this. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wow. That has gone super thick. I'm going to put all of this in the middle. All of it. Like I'm not keeping any for the top or anything. Yeah, that's gotten super thick. And there's notes of floral coming out in this now, I'm noticing, as I'm working with it. So, that's kind of interesting. Oh, shit. Shit balls. Yeah, that's thickened up considerably. Like, it's not, I mean, you know, if I was a little more prepared for it. But, I mean, it's not, like, super crazy. That's a really slippery spatula. Oh, that's so slippery. I hate slippery. Even when I got gloves on, I hate slippery. So yeah, that, I mean, like I said, it's set up, but it's not like crazy. But the other one did. So liquid, again, could have been the reason, the liquid colorant. So I have said that before. So I'm beginning to think if I've said it, you know, a couple of times now, then maybe it's actually true. So, I'm not sure I like this colour. I don't know if it's going to change. I hope it does, because it's kind of pink skin looking, which is what I always think pink looks like. I'm not going to leave this one flat, because it's set up, I can actually texture it. Just get it a bit clean. That's all over there, out of the way. This a bit cleaner. Alright. Now, what is this? Pink Lychee. What can we do to the top? Now see, that looks, that first one that I pulled then, actually looks like it's got ricing in it. So I'm wondering if it's riced as it's thickened. That's kind of interesting. It's always interesting working with a fragrance for the first time to see what they do. I might do is that little bit there. Might put on there. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the difference in the colour for sure. Faux shizzle. Oh my god, I'm like the least gangster person I know. Seriously, I'm so not gangster. I'm killing it with these soaps today. There's 9 minutes. Okay, so on the top of this one, what can we do on the top of this one? I have these, I'm keen as custard to use, but keen as custard. Keen as mustard. Come on, get your sayings right, girl. New glitter, hang on. Yeah, this Bella looks alright, doesn't it? Let's use that one. I mean, you know, I did get these, well actually I got most of these glitters to use in resin, if I'm going to be completely honest. But, you know, I can use them on soap too. Okay, that's a bit pretty. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. And glitter does not disturb males who are confident in their masculinity, because I sold soaps with glitter on them to a guy today. And he's not like overly masculine. He's just a guy, you know, just a regular person. He's a lovely fella. He loves my energy. He's crazy about it. If Bree watches this video, she will know exactly who I'm talking about. Him and his partner come in. They've got a little boy who's adorable. He's like the chubbiest little thing ever. And she's 2 weeks away from having a little girl. Anyway, they come in today and I love them. They're the sweetest couple. But yeah, I mean, he's not like super blokey bloke, you know, which in Australia is like masculine. But he doesn't care about glitter. He said he doesn't care. He said, so what if it's got glitter on it? So that's my kind of man. So you know that what? Actually, that's my kind of person. Anyone who can just say, yep, pink's for me, glitter's for me, bugger whatever standards, blue's for me, you know. They're the kind of people I like, because this bullshit about you have to be a particular way because you're a male, or you have to be a particular way because you're a female, or you have to have this label because you're, you know, trans or whatever. No, you don't. You just be a friggin' human being. Oh my god, I've got up on my high horse again, haven't I? Shit, I'm sorry. You guys must get sick of me hearing about this shit all the time. I will stop and clean up. Alright, that was another awesome quick soap. I don't know, are these too quick? Am I not talking enough? Is happy with these newer videos? Let me know. Maybe I should slow my roll a little, I don't know. Maybe I should stop talking. I know there's a few that think that. Alright, I'll see you for the cutting. Bye. Hello. Okay, so I thought it was the white lily one that the soap riced after I put it in the mold, but I'm gonna guess, judging from what I can see on the side of this one, which I'll show you in a second, that it was this one and not that one, because this one, as you can see, actually has rice, what looks like ricing on it. So I'm gonna have to cut this one and have a look. You can see how lovely and shiny it is. So it happens when you leave your soaps in the mold for an extra amount of time. Like I said with the other two, this has been in for about 24 hours. I never usually leave my soaps in this long, just because I'm impatient than anything else. And they would have stayed in here even longer, but I figured I'd come down today, so. Alright, so that's not showing anything. Well, that's very exciting. The pink's nice. Look, the pink come out alright, so it doesn't look like pig skin. So, I'm happy with that, if nothing else. It's, you can see it's gotten darker, so it's discoloured, but not, like, it's only just gotten darker, it's not gone brown, so that should be interesting to watch. The smell of this one is the strongest out of White Lily and Persimmon and Little Black Dress so far. This one's very strong, not in a horrible way. It actually, I know this is going to sound really stupid, and you guys know what I'm like, but this actually smells pink. And I said this before when I reviewed this fragrance, it smells pink. So if you want to know what pink smells like, you need to get Pink Lychee from Eroma. It's lovely. It really is a lovely, lovely fragrance. It's sort of like, I don't know, it's fruity, but it's sort of more like in the berry fruit rather than any sort of citrusy fruits. I'm not seeing any problems whatsoever in this soap at all. Even though on the sides it looked like it was ricey. I'm not even seeing it on the sides now. So yeah, I mean, it's very boring. Oh, that's right, this one set up real quick, didn't it? So, well, we've already gone past that ricey spot. This one has it on the side there, but there's nothing, I mean, there's that. That's about it. So, I don't know. It definitely hasn't affected the soap at all, is all I can say. So if you're worried about the ricing that I thought I had encountered, maybe it wasn't ricing at all, I don't know. So, but yeah, it's set up real quick. That's what I remember from yesterday, I think. Good, accelerates a bit is what I've written down on my notes there. So yeah, but that's it. I mean, you know, it's almost perfectly fine. So, I mean, the only marks it's got on it is the little bubble marks from cutting with the wire. other than that, look at it, it's perfectly fine. So, and it's taken colour really, really well. So, and then, like I said, I mean, there's no discoloration, like it hasn't gone brown at all. It's just gone, you can see it's a little dark around the edges. So that may indicate that it will discolour. The edge, you can see, is darker. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it does. I don't think it's going to discolour very much, but it is definitely worth getting. It's a beautiful smell. It really is a beautiful smell. I love it. And I will definitely be making more soap with it, but I don't know if I'll be able to not make it pink because it just smells so pink. Alright, so here's the little smell me. That's what it looks like, just like that. As you can see, none of these have, well, there might be a little bit of soda ash there, but for the most part these don't have any soda ash. Now I've made these, if you use soap calc, I made these with 28% as my water, I think, because normally it's 38%, so I've used a 10% discount is how you work that out. So yeah, so I'm going to continue doing that because I'm still able to, so that's another reason why these could have accelerated or, you know, done what they've done, is because I've used less water. But I'm sick of the ash, so I'm just sick of, you know, making nice tops and then look like shit. So so yeah, I'll keep doing that for a while and we'll see how it goes. And honestly, I mean, people say spraying with isopropyl alcohol helps. It doesn't. It doesn't do anything. Honestly, it doesn't do a thing. I've tested that. What I haven't tested is doing a water discount with a bunch of different fragrances. So I've done 4 soaps with a water discount and not one single one of them has ash on them. So if that doesn't say it all, then I don't know what does. Alright, well, I've waffled on for 5 minutes now, so I will catch you for the next one. Bye!